What's up, my know-it-alls? That's right, it's that time again. It's Star Trek time. Lower Decks. We're talking about episode 6, and of course, the return. You know it.
Hi.
The episode's titled "Hear All, Trust Nothing." That's awesome.
I don't remember your intro for this.
No, totally. It's cool. That's awesome. Oh my god, it's great. Right on. Real quick recap. So the episode starts with they go to Deep Space Nine.
Deep Space Nine.
That's right. It's not the crossover episode we've been waiting for, but it is a crossover episode.
Yeah, I kept on asking. I was like, is this the crossover episode that I keep on talking about? They go, maybe, but no. It wasn't.
What is this? A crossover episode?
Yeah, so I loved it. It was nostalgia porn all day for me. It was literally just, it's Deep Space Nine and Quarks, and they had Nana Visitor and Armin Shimmerman come back as the voices of their previous characters, which is Quark and Major Kira Nerys, who is now a Colonel Kira Nerys. And so, yeah, it was so much fun seeing the characters go on to Deep Space Nine and kind of experience that world. So in the Lower Decks universe, it's kind of like Deep Space Nine is this famous thing akin to like a TV show location or something.
It's like the big, what's it in Star Wars? Oh, I shouldn't be comparing this. What is it?
The Death Star?
Yes, it's like the big Death Star, except they're good guys.
There you go.
It's
and
huge.
It's huge. It's
huge.
massive. It's huge.
Oh, and it's by a black hole, or wormhole, but you guys knew that already. But I thought that was kind of cool.
Right
a little stupid, but I thought it was cool.
Right? It's like, why are you going to park right outside this giant space hole that opens up? Oh yeah, you should see the first episode when they contrive how in the world they move, because it wasn't there originally. It was originally in orbit of a planet, but then they had to move it in front of the wormhole to protect it.
That's so silly.
Oh, it was hilarious. It's very funny. I'm gonna have to make you watch a couple episodes of Deep Space Nine. But yeah, man, it was fun seeing the old place. So then you get there's two storylines that kind of go through. So Mariner stays on the ship with her girlfriend and gets introduced to her girlfriend's friends. What'd you think of that part?
Oh my gosh. I totally see why she hated it, but yeah, like she literally went to Girl World for a second. It was kind of terrifying. They were all and the best way to explain it, they were all Gen Z women. They all were in their salon. Wanted to point that out. She called it a salon, not a salon. So they were all at their salon, and all of them were like, oh my gosh, oh, is this Mariner? Oh my gosh, that's it, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, they had these candles, and then they're making they're making candles. They don't have the candles yet. They're making these candles, and they're just tossing her head off, and she hates it, and she goes, basically, she's like, I'm gonna need a little bit of this, and then don't they go and ask her something? Something?
Well, they're doing that game that was stupid where they wanted her to like tell her truth.
Yeah, tell her. Oh yeah, tell her truth. I wasn't talking about that part, but yeah, sure, that part too. And tell your truth. And then they were like, oh, we knew you were an uptight something. I don't remember, but they were like, we knew you were uptight, but we were trying to get you to loosen up a bit. And then she goes silent. And then, like, her girlfriend doesn't defend her, though. I will say that. That was a little fishy. I will say that. I just realized that, too. She didn't defend her at all. But, okay. Not my business.
Right on. So then the other storyline back on the other side is on Deep Space Nine, and there's a couple of things happening there. So I guess originally this route is supposed to meet and help another ship, the Vancouver, do like a treaty thing with some folks from the wormhole, and so they can't do it. So literally the captain has to now do it herself, and she's got to be very much that diplomat that she's not used to being. And then there's a little bit of Shax and Nerys back and forth because I guess they used to be in the Resistance together, which is really fun callbacks to some of the Deep Space Nine stuff, and then. What you get is Boimler's off in Quarks just making money at the Dabo tables. And Dabo! Apparently he's amazing at that game. And so then you come to find out Quark stole his technology for one of his super secret special like franchised replicator things from these aliens. And then you have Tendi. And Tendi and Rutherford are just trying to enjoy Deep Space Nine, and they run into another Orion, and it's this guy is like real heavy into all the piratey stuff because Orions obviously were pirates, and Tendy's super uncomfortable because, as you remember last season, she clearly knows how to be a pirate like a family.
Yeah, we learned that her entire family, I don't want to say race, but they all suck because they're all pirates.
There you go, actually. And so, yeah, so she's dealing with this, and then they have to go do a thing. She's trying to get away from him, this guy, and then he gets himself reassigned to their little setup. So, again, a lot of back and forth happening, and then finally, when these aliens kidnap Quark, Tendi and Rutherford and this other Orion guy are on the ship.
I just want to point out, though, that they got into a fight because Tendi was like, you know what? It makes me uncomfortable. I don't remember what she said, but she was basically telling him off. It's like, you know what? Stealing isn't cool. It's not cool. Stop acting like it's cool. And then he goes, well, someone was a little too in touch with the humans at the academy. I'm not going to forget where I came from. What type of statement is that? What? I mean, like, yeah, but like, what? I'm sorry. I just want to point that out. Thank you.
No, we're not. And so then when the ship actually is about to leave with Quark, they're like they about to go to the wormhole, and then Rutherford's like, hey, well, you could totally be the one to go ahead and pirate us and take over the ship. And he's
oh my gosh, that's such a good impression of him.
He's literally like, bro, I was adopted by humans in Ohio. So this guy's from like Ohio.
No, he doesn't say it like that. I want to make it clear this is all with context, because if it was a normal conversation, people would have been like, oh, you're a fake gangster. Like, that's okay. No, Tendi was upset. It was like, why are you leaning so heavy into this when you're not? And then she was like, oh, right, I was raised by pirates. So she takes over, and then she steals the ship. She steals his little pocket knife.
Awesome.
She takes her little, I don't remember what they are, pocket knife.
Yeah.
And, basically, she starts just bam, bam, knocking everyone out. And then takes the guy's golden tooth.
Dude.
Golden tooth, sure. By the way, oh my gosh, wait, what are the bad guys called that steal what's his nut? I forgot his name. The guy who's
I think they're the Kennons or Cannons.
What are they called? They look like Voldemorts. They just look like a bunch of Voldemorts.
They have no nose. Their noses are like up in their
no, they look like Voldemort noses.
They do.
I'm just saying.
That's awesome.
Just saying.
No, right on. So Tendi saves them on the ship, and then they're when they were kidnapping them, they did something that put the power out. So the girls are stuck in the room with the power going out, and they all start triggering and getting anxiety attacks. Finish that describing that scene.
Oh my gosh! So basically, they're all freaking out. They're hyperventilating. They're like, I can't breathe. And then, like, Mariner's trying to be all nice because, she wants to make a good impression. So the girlfriend pulls her over and was like, why are you being so nice? Who is this? Why are you acting like this? And then she goes, I want to make a good impression. I don't want to scare them away. And then she goes, well, that's what I like about you. You're scary. And then so... she was like, okay, bet. And then so she goes, okay, I need everyone to stop. I need everyone to knock it off and calm down. They're not doing that. So then she was like, okay, well, I have this phaser. And then so she was like, what are you going to do with it? And then she shoots them. And then so basically...
Well, she says, because unconscious people use less oxygen. The oxygen is apparently going out of the room.
Oh, yeah, the oxygen is going out of the room, and they didn't want to blow out the freaking candles that they made.
That's right.
And so, it was like, oh, wham, wham, wham. All
literally
the phases.
Everyone.
Literally phases everyone. She goes, what are you doing? Just like living out my dream or something.
Yeah, totally.
And I'm just like, me too, girl. Me too. The amount of people who I want to do that to.
Right on. So yeah, that's the episode. Anything that stood out for you that you liked or didn't like?
Boimler got all that money in Dabo and then turned it in for a gift certificate.
Totally. Basically, he went to Dave and Buster's.
Yeah. Put all this gold in for Dave and Buster's money.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, I love it.
So that made me upset. I will say that. I'm not gamble or anything, but I know it's not how it's done.
Right on. I generally liked all of the...
Sorry, I forgot we were recording.
They're good. I like all the Deep Space Nine callbacks. I really like them. I thought it was very cool to kind of see. I love the very beginning when Ransom's like, I don't know, just kind of fly around and act like you're enjoying the pylons majestically or something. I was like, right on, man. Anyways, it was cool. It was very. I liked it. I like what they did with it. I was excited. All right.
It was so slay.
There you go. Now you know if knowing's half the battle, you're halfway to being a know-it-all yourself. What's the know-it-all index for you for this week?
I guess I really didn't think about that part.
Sure. Out of 10, think about it. Well,
yeah.
what if you had to? So with 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, what do you?
I'm usually. I mean, I know how the know-it-all index works. I mean, baby know-it-all. Hi, Cody, but I'm baby know-it-all. Come on.
Right on.
Let's see. I'd give it. I don't want to give it the same rating as I did last time. What was my last rating?
It's a good question. I thought it was I thought you did either an 8 or a 7 or 8.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking now too.
No, and I was too. I was thinking honestly. I was gonna go. I'll go 8.5.
You'll go 8.5. See, I wasn't even thinking about being that generous. I was thinking leaning towards 7.5, 8.
Do it.
I like this show. I don't want anyone to think I'm not. Maybe it's just the episodes I'm doing with them that just aren't really doing the best. Because I remember last week's was really good. I was just way too tired to do it. But what was I saying?
What's your rating?
Oh yeah. It's a I'm gonna give it a 7.5, 8-ish.
That's fine.
I'm gonna give it that because once again, not really doing anything for me, but it still had actually no, I'm gonna give it an 8. We're gonna give it an 8 because the comedy held up on its end. The storyline, not so much. The comedy, though, on the other hand, very much good. It kept me interested the entire time, so super good. Super great.
Super good. Super great. Right on, man.
Whatever. You didn't give your note.
I did. I gave 8.5. 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, man. So there you go, guys. I hope dude, comment below. Let us know what you thought. Would love to hear your thoughts on the episode. Did you agree with us? Do you not? What do you think of her very much unbiased and non-nostalgic take? Right?
Yeah.
Shut up. Anyways, right on, man. Let us know what you guys thought in the comments below. Like, subscribe, share the video. We'll talk to you soon. Never forget.
Everyone loves know-it-all.
What she said. Bye.